From the automotive capital of the world, we get a look at a venue that pays homage to that industry. Welcome to Ford Field here in Detroit, Michigan. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Detroit Lions. Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And we're off and running from Ford Field. Jacob Sailors now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you to GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today we've got a fun AFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Kansas City Chiefs.
To take on for New England.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from Kansas City. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Now he's going to step up and run. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a 1st down.
Mahomes now to throw. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Now Mahomes. They'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 38-yard line. Give them 11 yards and time and a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Yellow.
Mahomes to throw once more. And that's going to be incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that falls incomplete.
Second and 10.
Yellow.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Milton Williams able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Throwing now is Mahomes. That's to his running back, complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. And Xavier Worthy, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon. Right off the bat, they start with a very solid, methodical 10-play drive.
And you know me, I tend to look at things from the defensive side. They're coming off the field gassed right away. We're in the first drive of the game. So it's not just what happened, but think of the emotion you carry into a game. Then double it with getting a 10-play drive put on you and points scored. They're pretty tired right now.
Mahomes will throw for it. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2.
Chiefs 6, Patriots nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Looking to put a drive together. They go play action with May. He finds Douglas complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders
under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Michael Dana showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. 6-0 our score after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. To throw, it's May. He'll swing this out to Henderson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chenal.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
48-yard line.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. They'll get this complete to Worthy. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The end result, 21 yards.
21 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up for the 1st and 10.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Quickly to Kelsey. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are able to stretch out their lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. Yeah, perfect omelet. Dropped it. So a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do, man. You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah.
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try.
Patriots nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
And as he approaches to kick it off, he might be thinking this could be a 14-0 lead with a couple of PATs as he sends this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. They'll throw with May. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
To the air, May. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
A gain of 4 yards.
Throwing here is May. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Here's May. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Yellow, yellow.
Now here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Mahomes going to throw. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelsey, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs would extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball, or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance to stop passing now the way that it's going. I think we'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Looking to throw. May. And this one is incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss down.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Stephon Diggs, 70 yards. And the Patriots come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much. And
oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Yellow.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. And it's a fumble. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Shifts by him. Jukes by it. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Mahomes now to throw. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him.
Brings up 3rd down and 6.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Yellow.
Now back to throw. Mahomes will do it himself. Oh, look at the juke. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 36. The 3rd down conversion successful. A gain of 11.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, just a desperation heave there, and it's intercepted. And the Patriots are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
All right, here we go.
2nd and 13. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 36 yards on the play.
Patriots, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 31. Looking to throw. May looking to run. And down inside the 15 he goes. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Patriots, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
He'll set up to throw. May looking to run. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
The tight end Henry here in motion. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Under pressure now, he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here now, 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's May. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Drake May. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. A beautiful fake. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure to.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Milton Williams picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Back to throw. Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he is going to lose yardage here. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Kansas City. From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready.
Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Second and 17 at the 19-yard line.
Stafford. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum.
Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Second down.
Byron Young just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Gone. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
The partner guaranteed they approached this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
That one behind his receiver and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, lift!
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second interception.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he's got room. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Whether it's the toss or the pitch, you get him the ball outside the tackles on the edge. He's a tough man to bring down.
He certainly is, and it makes people wonder on the other side of the ball. Do I really want to deal with him when he gets a full head of steam? At the same time, he's also congratulating his tackle, tight end, wide receiver on that side. They gave him access to the corner and allowed him to build up that head of steam.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Second and 2 at the Rams' 32-yard line.
A toss out right to Gibbs. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from second and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Third down.
Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this this first quarter. No score after one on EA Sports. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just floated from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs punching it in from a yard away. And the Lions take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. So they only needed a couple of feet there on 4th down, but they got more than that and then some as he takes this into the end zone.
And I love your description right there, right? 4th and short. They got that. No problem. Let's go ahead and get the rest of it. Finish it off in the end zone. Touchdown. Everyone goes away happy on that one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw, Goff. Now he'll tuck this and run. This to Laporta, right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. Here's Goff. Now he's going to step up and run. This is caught. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Gibbs. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. They'll bring a tight end in motion. They'll try to run with Gibbs. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. On fourth down, Goff. He'll try to do it himself. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4, and this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. This one swung out to Williams.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll start things off with a give to Gibbs.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First carry now for David Montgomery. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
First down, Lions.
To throw is gone.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by a Akello Witherspoon.
And the Rams are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Intercepted. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
He gives this to Devontae Adams. And he's brought down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
A promising sign there from an offense that hasn't done a whole lot to this point. Nice job to locate the open receiver. And it's good yardage and a first down to open the drive.
Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. And the Lions Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
20 at the 47-yard line.
Back to throw. Stafford. Here's a diving catch right side. 22 yards there, a first down.
It's a gain of 20.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Oh, Stafford for the third time is intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick. And the Lions are going to have it here just past the 25. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a two-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll try to run wide side with Montgomery. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Detroit. David Montgomery, 38 yards. And the Lions get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Goff and that Lions offense staying on the field. They'll try for two. Now they send a man in motion right. Goff looking to throw. And it'll be intercepted.
The attempt is no good. That keeps the score Lions 12. Rams nothing.
And as he approaches to kick it off, he might be thinking this could be a 14-0 lead with a couple of PATs as he sends this one away. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Stafford now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, that's something you haven't had to talk about much this game. A nice big play right there. But this team, overall, they haven't done a whole lot offensively.
Well, they're still sitting on the goose egg. We talk about defenses having pride in a shutout. This offense wants to get rid of that zero.
Pass complete there to Nakua. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They come up now on 2nd and 2.
Again, it's Stafford. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 15.
Intercepted by the Lions. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Throwing now, Goff.
He's got a man open. It's caught. And he's going to be taken down, but he has the 1st down on a well-executed double pass.
And the Lions 1st down.
Now Goff. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 56 yards. And the Lions have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Finding Williams on the check down. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
250.
One last throw here for Stafford. Now loose football. The ball comes out, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Certainly not the highest of scoring games, Charles. Their offense did some okay things. Not a lot of points on the board, but enough for the win with how their defense was playing in this one.
Yeah, they certainly brought their A-game, didn't they? They weren't fooled by anything that was presented to them from start to finish. That defense, they might as well have told their offense, guys, just kick a field goal. We've got it today.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Southern California, so long, everybody.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we join you from South Philly, close to 70,000 strong, packing Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Denver Broncos and the Philadelphia Eagles. Mike Tirico along with my partner Greg Olson. It's Will Lutz, the kicker, who gets this started. Off we go from South Philly. He'll get across the 5. That's it. Good coverage. They got him down at the 6.
Over first and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6. Man in motion is Smith. To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. And the pressure too great. He's sacked in the end zone. That's a safety. Well, that's certainly a way to break a 0-0 ball game. A safety, first points on the board, and the lead is now the bizarre score of 2-0.
Well, Mike, I don't think anybody had that on their bingo card. I mean, for a safety to be the first points of a ball game is pretty uncommon, but a great job there by the defense, capitalizing on the field position and coming away with the 2.
This fielded at the 3. And he'll be taken down as the next drive will begin there.
A gain of 26 yards. That's good for a Broncos first down. A gain of 26 yards. And the Broncos first down.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. Jalen Carter gets him for a loss of 4. And that'll set up 3rd down.
Quarterback's having a hard time establishing any sort of rhythm here early against this defense. He fails to connect on the first down pass. They give him another opportunity through the air on 2nd, and it gets even worse. They can't protect the...
Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, here's Nix. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Alabama. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick 6, but he does set up the offense with 1st and goal.
Turnover on downs.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball 1st and goal. And Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball, not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Play action now. It's Nix. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver, and it'll lead to a second down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. A pass complete to the tight end, Evan Ingram.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs. This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll go play action with Nix. He will air this out, looking for Sutton. And it's a big return. He's finally tackled right near midfield.
Nix's pass intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
Great, set.
Off the play fake, Hurts. In trouble, and down he goes.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
One quarter in the books. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Eagles in possession to start the second quarter. And they've got 2nd and long, 2nd and 14.
Trimmer.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
And Hurts wisely going to slide after he's picked up the first down.
That's another.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and
he will score! Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Elliott on now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Eagles add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead.
Broncos 2. Jake Elliott.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
set up to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
A loss of 2 yards. It's second down.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. To throw is Nix. Forced out wide. Off he goes.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. A tough spot here. Third and long. They'll throw. It's Nix. Forced out wide. What about that? Out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there on the scramble. A gain of 57 yards.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Down at the 12. It's first and 10. Throwing. Nix. And this time the rush gets home. And down he goes. So the Eagles will use their first time out here. And they'll get together prior to the second down play. Now Nick's going to look to throw. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second. Talk things over before third down.
Third and long.
Throwing is Nix. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Adoree Jackson. And he covers some ground on the return as well. Out of bounds, past the 40-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position. I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Here's a second and 12. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. What can they do here on third down and 7?
It's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 7.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Moving outside the pocket. He'll try and get there on the ground.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
That one caught by Smith. And he's going to have an Eagles first down. They wind up getting 13 yards on that fourth down conversion.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now Hurts taking a shot downfield for Smith. That is brought in. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
That's another
big-time play for Philly. 31 yards.
At the 7-yard line.
Try it again here from the 7-yard line. 2nd down and goal. That's Goddard in motion. Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half. But everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock. And they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
And he is not going to get in. Stop on the try for 2. The lead remains right where it is. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. On the return, here's Mims. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Here's Nix to throw. Open man downfield. It's Franklin. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And the Broncos first down. It's a gain of 32. First down, Denver.
We have hit halftime. We'll take a quick break, come back, 2nd half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. On the return, here's Mims. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he brings this back all the way to midfield.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Nix, now to throw it here on 1st down. He's going to take a shot down the field. Throwing Franklin, the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Cooper DeJean on the coverage.
Back to throw is Nix. Again, working deep downfield. And they will finally get to him as he's brought down near the 40-yard line.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this 2nd half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. That's the linebacker, Nick Bonito. He's in for the sack. It's going to be a loss of 8 to begin the drive. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now it's Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. Finding space at the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. They'll pick up 23 on that one. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
Great, set.
They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And it'll be 2nd down. Throwing is Hurts. Short pass. He's got Calcaterra. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
It's 3rd and 7.
Again, Hurts. He's got a tight end, Calcaterra, to the left. He's going to have the first down. That one good for 9, and the drive continues.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
To throw on second down is Hurts. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it's going to be third down.
12 yards to go.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and that's only his 2nd incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
3rd and long. Hurts going to keep it on the option, but he goes nowhere. Call doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Oftentimes, the more success you have as a quarterback keeping the ball, the more attention that you're going to get from the defense, and I think that's exactly the case here. They've been burned a few times by this guy already today, but this time they were ready for him.
Elliott's kick is good, and the Eagles will extend their lead. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down. On play action, Hurts got his man at the 6. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10.
15 more yards.
Last play got 15. This one gains 15. And another first down.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's Barkley. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Hurts going to hold on to this one. And he's got another one. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles.
This is one of the more impressive drives that we've seen in a while here, Mike, and to cap it off, it's a simple read option. But for some reason, the defense just doesn't account for the quarterback keeping the ball, and by the time they realize who has it, he's in the open field and on his way for 6.
Man in motion is Smith. To throw, Hurts. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, here's Mims. Lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. You talk about everything going wrong. A big deficit. All you want is the ball and a chance to get back in the game. And now, Greg, they hand the ball right back to him on this kickoff fumble.
Mike, you know the saying, when it rains, it pours. And right now, it is pouring on this team. They just can't get out of their own way. They lose a fumble here on the kickoff just to make matters worse. This has just been a complete disaster all around for this unit.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. So, here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now, Hurts. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, Barkley. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
And the Eagles going to be set up with 1st and goal. They're able to convert on that 3rd and 3.
And an Eagles first down.
Saquon trying to create some space but will not find much. He'll get a yard. They'll mark it at the 3. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. Barkley. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and
they'll run with Barkley. And this defense standing tall in the red zone. They stop him for no gain. And now it's 4th and goal.
4th and goal.
That 3rd down stop, Mike, now changes the entire approach of this offense. You're thinking to yourself, all right, it's 3rd down. Let's run it on up in there. If we don't score, we still have 4th down in our back pocket. But now the defense takes you back for a loss. So what do you do now?
And he's into the end zone yet again. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
And he is not going to get in. Stop on the drive for 2. The lead remains right where it is.
Broncos 2. Jake Elliott to kick off.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. Now a hit, and he lost the football. Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough, but sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen like that one. The kickoff return, fumble, recovered, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves to see a big return, Mike, but the priority of any kick return unit, just give your offense a chance to possess the ball. And in this case, they don't do that. They turn the ball over, and now they find themselves back out there on defense.
So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. Marked down at the 6.
Saquon Barkley on the carry. The tackle made at the 6-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's Hurts. He'll take this himself. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd.
On 3rd down, they'll go with Saquon. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal.
Loss on the play. It's 4th down.
Now Hurts going to call his own number. And he is not going to get there. Short of the marker. And that's going to be a turnover on down. A first down throw for Nix. He's going to try it here again. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete.
Let's give credit to the defense. I mean, those throws, they have not been there this entire game. And they have tried time and time again to test this defense downfield.
And the pressure too great. He's sacked in the end zone. That's a safety. So first the decision to throw down here backed up near your own goal line. And the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
The tackle made back at the 48-yard line.
Now here's a keeper on his own read. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
No gain on the play.
3rd and long for Hurts. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
That's good.
The defense blows a chance to get off the field as the offense converts 3rd and 14. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. To throw is Hurts. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
It is 3rd and long. To the air again. Hurts. That's taken in by Dotson. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd. And the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the ballgame. A run on 1st and goal. Nothing's there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Hurts will work here from the pistol. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough. But you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
Hey, 73.
Here we go. One final play. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal. But right now, they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
Who wants it more here? 4th and goal from the 1.
Waste of time.
They'll try it now with Barkley. And they are going to add 6 more here at the end. Stay tuned for the coach's handshake. It might not be the friendliest. That late touchdown extends the margin of victory here on the game's final play. So it's a win here for the Eagles. And right away you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. As a result, they're going to come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Eagles are winners, as we say, so long from South Philly.